Hi everyone, my name is Malcolm Modele from Unity Vision Productions here in London, and today, yes, it's another review, this time on the Weebill 3 by ZHIYUN. But for a company that was first established in 2015, are they trying to run before they can walk? Let's find out. But before we dive into the review on the gimbal itself, let's first talk a little bit about the history of how these things came about into our world today. So let's run back to 200 BC or thereabouts, and a Greek inventor actually created an 8-side inkwell pot that can be accessed on all 8 sides but not spill the ink. Now, simultaneously over in China, another inventor created a gimbal or a gyroscope incense stick. Now, I'm not sure why they would do this, just a little bit of info. Now, if we run back to 1991, the gimbal or gyroscope was actually first incorporated into the film industry for cameras by a British filmmaker. So there you go, there's the history. Let's jump into the review. So the ZHIYUN Weebill 3. Now, for any of you out there that have watched my previous review on the Weebill 2, you'd all know that I was very happy with it, but am I happy with the Weebill 3? As you can see, there are some new things that they've incorporated into the actual gimbal itself. But let's talk about the specifications first. The whole device itself weighs around 1.1 kilograms or 1100 grams, or however you want to look at it, or thereabouts. I scoured the internet to try and find what the payload capacity for the Weebill 3 was, or is. I couldn't find it anywhere. I heard a couple of other people talking about it being around 7.3 to 7.6 pounds. I'm not really fussed. The only thing I'm really going to use this with, because of how small and nimble it is a small mirrorless camera or DSLR with a nice nimble 24 to 70 or 16 to 35. I actually shot recently in Scotland on a wedding shoot with the Sony a7S Mark III, tilter cage and a 24 to 70 G Master with a lens hood, and it was perfectly fine. Same in Notting Hill Carnival, I used the same setup and it was great. Let's talk a little bit about the battery life. Now, on the ZHIYUN website, it states that the Weebill 3 lasts around 21 hours. Now, I haven't been able to test this fully because anyone shooting 21 hours non-stop with this in their hand is a machine, and I'm not quite there yet. However, I did have this out all day in Notting Hill Carnival with, like I said, the a7S Mark III and 24 to 70 G Master attached to it for a long period of time, around 6 hours filming non-stop without the light, and it still had well over 50% battery left on it. Now, obviously, if you balance it correctly, you're going to get a lot more battery longevity, and also if you're not using the light, that's going to save battery as well. However, if you are incorporating these other devices like the microphone and the light, it will bring that 21-hour life down. It takes 2 hours to charge roughly through USB at the front just here, which is absolutely amazing with rapid charging, which I think is absolutely fantastic, especially if you're wanting to charge up and get going straight away. The Weebill 3 has all of the generic modes that most other gimbal devices have. It has the pan lock follow mode, the lock mode, the POV mode, portrait mode, and Weebill's vortex mode, which on other devices is the 360 or the 3D barrel mode, which is amazing. It gets in the shots and it gets you everything you need with all the modes that are incorporated in the Weebill 3. All of it is displayed and changed to a nice little just shy of 1-inch monitor, which is, it's not fancy, it's not elaborate, it's not even color, but it's everything you need to display and show exactly how and what you're shooting. For now, let's get rid of the Weebill 3. Move these over and bring out the bag. Now, I don't want to criticize what ZHIYUN have done here, because obviously they're thinking outside of the box and trying to create something new, edgy, cool, that's functionable and fits everything and adds more pockets to add other things to, but I think that they've gone a little bit too far and tried to run before they could walk with the bag itself. First of all, let's talk about the bottom compartment. So when you receive the ZHIYUN Weebill 3, you can see in the bottom of here, there's actually a little elastic catch, and that actually holds the tripod mount itself, the little tripod thing that it comes with for the base of the Weebill 3. Now, I'm quite particular and special about my kit, and I don't like it being scratched or knocked around. So if that little tripod holder is in the bottom of here, I personally wouldn't really want to put anything else in here because it would knock and bang about. However, I did take that little tripod mount, move it to the actual Weebill 3, put it in the bag up here, and I actually stored another camera in here when I was out and about. So I see what they're doing here, they're on the right path, but I feel it needs some work. Now, the main compartment itself, up here, actually houses the Weebill 3 itself, and the idea and design in it, what I can see, is the fact that it's nice, easy, quick to use to take in and out when you're on the go. However, inside here, there's another little Velcro catch that actually holds the Weebill 3 in place. And that is extremely, extremely difficult to try and maneuver your hands around and actually lock the Weebill in place. What I personally would have liked to have seen with this bag is an actual zip that runs down the front, which allows me to open it up and actually attach the Weebill 3 itself inside. Alternatively, I would have liked to have gotten rid of this and actually designed or had a bag which was more of a hard shell, tortoise shell backpack with a zip on the inside that when you open up, there's actually a ready-made foam insert that slots the Weebill in place. And what would have been great is actually having, most DSLR and mirrorless cameras these days are pretty much the same specifications to some degree. So I'd have liked to have seen a universal foam slot for a camera and also maybe 1 or 2 lens holders. There's one other thing that's annoyed me a little bit about this device. And to me, they've put so much effort, time, and energy into all these other new little nifty supports and grips and mounts, but I feel that they've let themselves down also a little bit with the actual motor locking mechanisms. When the camera's attached to here and you try and lock everything away, it just seems like it has just, if you can see here, just a little bit too much play for comfort. I would like to have seen a little bit more durable and strong locking mechanisms for the motors themselves. So that has been my review on the ZHIYUN Weebill 3. I hope you've all enjoyed it and learned something today. If you want to find out any more information on this product, head on over to the ZHIYUN website where they'll tell you everything. You can even purchase one from them if you like. However, if you want to get your hands on one from another renter or subscribe, head on over to the Wedio platform where you can find out more information. My name's Malcolm Modele from Unity Vision Productions. Happy filming and stay tuned.